Good morning. It's 7:30. I've been up for about 40 minutes or so, but finally decided to get going. Went to the bathroom, got my bear bag, and I'm gonna start packing up. My target right now, I think, is Low Gap Shelter. It's about 8 miles, so just under 8 miles from here. I can get water along the way, and I can get water at the shelter. So I'm gonna pack up, and we'll get going. Chilly night, but not too bad. Better than the night before. The wind wasn't as bad, however, it was still chilly. Good morning. Just left camp. It's just before 8 o'clock. I was talking with Wyatt for a little bit. I can't remember his name, Bobby. It's from Talladega Nights. He left early. He got up about 6:45, putting stuff in the pack, and then I left the zippers open, stuff fell out, had to repack it, and then I was almost all the way done. And then I see the knee brace sitting on the 10th floor. And I'm like, oh, darn it, now I gotta take my shoe off, undo the belt, get my pants down, so I can put the brace on properly. So, we'll see. So, it took me a little longer than usual. It's quite cold and windy. This is what you want to see anyway, the trail. Got this climb, probably not too much, probably 200 feet, maybe 250, something like that. So, that'll get me warmed. And who knows what's over the rise there. Maybe I'll be a little protected or shielded from the wind, which is really what the problem is now. It's cold, but the wind is what's really doing it. So, because in the tent, I was cold, but I was okay. But once you come outside, it's chilly. Now, is that a good view or what? Absolutely beautiful. You see for miles and miles. So I made it to Stamp Gap. I was here, I don't know, maybe 7, 8, maybe even 10 years ago, and looks just like I remember it. This is the farthest I've been on the AT. Now again, and I'm about to pass that. I came here with my son, and we actually camped over here. Oh, right there where the top of my stick is, over there. I ended up tying my bear bag, and I lost the cable. It got caught up. And we had a horrendous rainstorm, and that was it. And we decided to go home after that. Start my climb up this very tall mountain, it looks like. Good morning. It's 9:25. I've gone about 2.2 miles. I'm at the top of a mountain just past Stamp Gap, which I gotta say is a pretty intense climb. Somebody told me that's, I think, Cowpen Rock. That's where I was earlier. I came over there and down into the gap, which is over here. Good morning. It's about 9:40. I'm at Hogpen Gap. I've gone 2.5 miles. Here's the road I'm gonna cross, and then it's back into the woods, and I'm sure a climb to continue on. So far, it's been good. The wind has died down on this side of the mountain, so I'm able to probably shed a layer. I'm sweating. Once again, I left my fleece on underneath. I meant to take it off and just wear this little windbreaker, but didn't work out that way. So just wasn't worth it this morning. Good morning. Walking down a slight downgrade finally after a little climb. It's 10:20 in the morning. I've gone 3.8 something miles. Just past a nice group of day hikers, 3 ladies. One of them is named Winkle, as in Rip Van Winkle. They explained there were 3 hikers. They each had a different name, Rip Van Winkle. And they recognized me either from YouTube. Well, they said they heard me. So I gave them little Wandering Drew stickers, and we had a nice conversation. They were shedding a layer, and I was too lazy to stop, I said. But since we started talking, I took my wind jacket off, so I'm hiking in my fleece. The wind goes through it, at least allows me to sweat and evaporate a little bit, maintain my temperature a little better. I've had a bar and a beef jerky stick so far. I'm looking forward to that macadamia cliff bar, I think it is. That's next on my schedule, but I'm going to try and walk another mile or 2. That's it. Other than that, it's nice. Temperatures are cool, but warming up a little bit because the sun's out. And I'm gonna go to Low Gap Shelter. I should be there hopefully 12:30, 1 o'clock, maybe the latest. I don't know what the terrain is. I have to look at it again. And I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do there. I may go another mile and a half to another campsite. So, and there is water there as well. So that's a big draw to go there. Although the shelter is right by the trail, so it's not big off either. And then I got to try and see if I can get reception and get an updated weather forecast and find out what's going on Thursday, Friday, because the last I looked, that was when rain was coming. And I'm going to try and make plans. I might try to get off the trail actually and go to a hostel Thursday night. So just trying to work out the logistics of where I can get picked up and stay somewhere Thursday. And I may have to stay over Friday if it's going to be rain and thunderstorms on Friday as well. And that'll let the trail dry out a little bit, or maybe I can slack back even that day, get some miles done. We'll see. Good morning, 11:43. About a mile or so, maybe less, from the shelter. And luckily, most of it's downhill now, the majority of it. I just did the climb, had that nice view up there. Probably on mile 42 of the trail. So I'm gonna go to Low Gap Shelter. I may have something to eat. I'm really hungry. I definitely need water. I'm using more water than I thought I would. I drank, well, it's not a liter, it's 700 milliliters. So, not bad for basically 6 miles, almost 7 miles of hiking. So, it's not real hot yet. But, you know, I probably, when you think about it, you're in your tent for close to, 12 hours with no water or no food. So, usually you wake up, you're hungry and you're thirsty. So, but I didn't drink anything this morning. Last night, the trail ambassador that I ran into told me that Low Gap Shelter was pretty crowded. She stayed there that night, said there was probably like 17 tents. So I may go to the campsite a little further just to get some more mileage and less to do the following day. I'm hoping to have reception when I get there, and I'm going to check the weather and then formulate a plan for the next coming days. But that's it. Knee's been acting up a little bit. It's been talking to me, especially on these downhill sections. So I'll probably take an ibuprofen tonight. Hopefully stave off any issue. Good morning. It's 11:53. I made it to the trail going to the Low Gap Shelter, and I'm heading there now. I see a bunch of areas roped off. Some people have campsites, so that didn't feel good. There was a step that I didn't step. I'm just going to try and go get water, and then I may take a quick break, and then I'm going to probably see about getting another campsite further down. I'll probably walk down a little bit and go to another campsite. I'll check in. And here it is, the Low Gap Shelter. Looks like I have it to myself right now. There's a stream right in front. I'm going to get water. Maybe wash up a little bit. I'm going to shed another layer because I'm really hot. And I'm going to look at the map and figure out what I'm doing. And I'll sign into the logbook. Good morning. How you doing? Still at the low gap shelter. I'm just getting water. I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna drink a little bit more. Maybe have a snack, and I'm gonna push on down the road. Probably about another 1.5 miles to a campsite. I may go a little further than that, but I doubt it. I think I'm gonna stop. My knee is starting to talk to me, especially on the downhills. But I know I have a climb. I have a climb just to get back to the trail. It's trail's all the way up there at the top, and then I'm assuming I have to go up these mountains here. Oh, good morning. Okay, it's 12:40. I'm leaving Low Gap Shelter and continuing on. And I'm enjoying, it's not windy on this side of the hill. I don't know, the mountain. When I get up there, it's gonna get windy. It's quite warm now. The sun's out. I shed another layer. So I'm in my shirt. Took my jacket off. I was trying to get updated weather and I didn't have enough reception to do that. So I'm not sure. There's rain. I remember it was predicted Thursday, Friday, and I haven't been able to check. I'm going to try and check later, maybe when I get to the top of the mountain. Hopefully I'll hit a tower and get some signal. I had barely one bar there, and I was able to make some reservations for a hostel Thursday based on that rain. And I'll get picked up a couple of miles ahead. So I have a small day tomorrow and an even smaller day on Thursday in what we call a near zero. And about 5 minutes past the shelter, here's this stream just running right past the trail. I wish I would have came here instead. Should have planned better, but I wasn't sure. The shelter was a sure thing, but oh well. Okay, it's 1:15. It looks like I found the campsite. There's no sign or markings. I'm gonna put my pack down. This spot's looking good here. So I'm gonna put my pack down and see if I can find the water. I'm afraid it might be down this hill, but I'm gonna lighten my pack and I'll carry just my filter down there. And only because I want to have water tonight and tomorrow, and I want to try and hydrate more. I don't think I've been drinking enough. I'm here at this campsite. It's an unofficial campsite. It's not marked. I believe I'm in the right place. There's a little trail going off, but I'm trying to find the water source and I haven't been successful. I'm gonna scout around a little bit, and then if anything, I'm gonna stay here. There's a stream a mile up ahead, 1.1. I can make that in the morning. I'll just have to be a little cognizant of my water tonight. But I think I'm gonna stay here just because I'm a little tired and my knee is starting to ache. So I really don't want to go walking too much. And it looks like it's down and then you have to come back up the mountain. So it's pretty steep. So I think I might just pass on that. I just got to be careful, not waste my water tonight. That's all. But I have 1.5 liters. If I'm not hiking and I can hydrate a little bit, I'll definitely drink. And I have enough to cook with. And even if I leave here low, you know, maybe I'll save just a little bit. I can leave here low, and as soon as I hit that stream or spring up ahead in 0.6, if not, there's another one a mile after that. I definitely can do that and get water. So I'm not too worried about dying of thirst. You know, it's just going to be, I've done worse, but I'll just have to monitor my water today. So I'm going to set up and look for a place to hang a bear bag and probably make some food. I decided I'm going to reward myself with a bag of candy that I've been carrying, 7 ounces, but I've been holding this bag easily for probably a year or two when I saw it. Alexander the Great candy. Can't find these anywhere nowadays. Matter of fact, I believe it's shown expired. Or is that the date of manufacture maybe in 2020? Either way, I'm going to eat them. I love these things. Haven't been able to find them. Hope these are the real ones and not the ones they made after that are like chewy gummies. So, but either way, I don't care because I'm going to eat them all up. I don't know if I'll eat the whole bag today, but that's it. I'm going to pitch my tent. Okay, set up the tent, and actually, I forgot to film it again. I apologize. I finally found the tree, but it was hard to find the tree around here. But I went across the trail, and I found this tree, and on the first try, bear bag, cable is hung. So I'm gonna leave this here, go do what I gotta do, and then I'm gonna come back later tonight when I put my food up. And by the way, those Alexander the grapes are not like the original. They're more like gummies. They have a hard shell. They're okay. They're a little bit of grape taste, but not exactly like I remember it. So guess I'll have to keep searching. Well, I stopped for the day. I'm set up, camp set up. I just took an ibuprofen, hoping it dulls the knee. The knee's not too bad. It's very minor. Gonna hold off and make dinner till later. I'm gonna make chicken teriyaki today. It's got rice and some peas and carrots and stuff like that. So I'll use that up. It's one of the two heaviest meals I have. I have a spaghetti dinner and that one. So I figure I'll switch it up a little bit. No pasta tonight. We'll have rice. It's 4 o'clock. I've been sitting around in the tent for like an hour. Haven't gone looking for water. Been kind of resting. Took an ibuprofen. Waiting for that to kick in, hopefully, and do something. The knee's not hurting right now because I'm sitting down doing nothing. It's mostly hurting on the downs. And it just bothers me. All of a sudden I was walking along and you start feeling it, and then you start going off into these places where you're thinking, okay, is it going to get worse? What does it mean? And then I start getting negative thoughts about the trail and everything. But I have a campsite so far. I'm all to myself. A couple of hikers have passed by, maybe like 5 or 6. I saw Wyatt again. I saw Nathan, both pass by, and a couple other hikers, but everyone's really pushing on. Did not go looking for that water. Like I said, there's supposed to be a trail leading to water. I see a trail, but it kind of ends. It's not marked at all, and it's certainly not a path. It just looks like wild. So I'm not going to go down there. I'm assuming at the right campsite. Obviously, people have stayed here and used it, but I'm not going to worry about it. In a little while, I'll be making my dinner. Chicken teriyaki, looking forward to it because I am quite hungry. My stomach is growling, definitely wants food. I'll spend the night here. I can take my time tomorrow if I want to. I don't have to push hard. I now have a plan for the next day or two. And there's weather moving in, definitely, according to the weather service. Thursday, overnight, there will be storms. And Friday, there are thunderstorms predicted almost all day, like 80% chance of rain. I don't know how heavy it's going to be, but I'm definitely going to try and get off the trail Thursday night now. I have just booked a hostel for Thursday, and I'm just texted them to add on Friday. Tomorrow's going to be another short day. Should give my knee a rest, although I do have, it looks like 2 mountains to go over, but it's only 6 miles. So I can take my time doing that because I'm going to go to the shelter, which is the Blue Mountain Shelter. It's supposed to be down into, I think, the 40s only tonight. The wind's supposed to pick up a little bit, but right here, there's every once in a while you get a little puff of air. So if that's the case, then tomorrow's looking like a good, easy, short day for me. Unfortunately, I will once again have a long day in camp, but I can make use of that time. If I get the opportunity, I'm going to try and maybe get some videos organized. Maybe I can at least do one. So I'm way behind already. I haven't done any. After that, though, I am just hiking down to a gap, which is about less than 3 miles, I think. And I'm going to be picked up on Thursday, and I'll be going to a hostel. So I'll be able to recharge everything, wash up, get a shower, get clean, do laundry, hopefully. And I'm going to probably stay there Friday as well, or take a 0 on Friday, let the knee rest up again. So hopefully I can continue hiking and working out right now, some arrangements maybe on what I'm going to do. So I texted the hostel to see if I can add on Friday. I'm waiting for an answer back from them. So that's what the plan is for the next couple of days going out. It's only Tuesday, but I have my week plan. It's like it's going to rain through the whole weekend. So I'm not taking 4 or 5 days off. I'm not doing that. Plus it gets expensive. It looks like this hostel is $60 for a bunk. It just seems very pricey because I'm used to much lower rates, $35, $40 even, but $50 and $60 are pretty pricey. But I need the rest. I need the place to go, and there's not that many. There are several places coming up that I could go to, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the hostel and see what it is, and how it works out to me. I'm also using them specifically because of I'm not by Unicoi Gap, and not all the shuttles will pick you up there. There is a shuttle, I think, going into Hiawassee from there that's free, but I don't want to get on a bus and have to take another bus to go to a camp. So, you know, I just want to be picked up. So the other hospitals are a little further away and they don't like coming there, or they want to come there like early in the morning, like 8:30 in the morning and pick you up. Well, I don't think that I'm going to be able to get up from the shelter and hike 2.5 miles and be there by 8:30. I could if I wanted to, but I really don't want a night hike, not with the roots and stuff here. And, you know, it doesn't really get light until 7:30 or so. So could I probably do it? 2.5 miles in an hour is pushing it, you know. So I prefer not to. Although I think it might well be downhill. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. So let me end this. That's it. So I'm gonna make my food. I'll probably, you know, do a little video on that or some photos or something, and then just lay in the tent really.